All right, I want to say all praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakudash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. Hey, so the title of this video is gonna be the joy of the hypocrite from Job the 20th chapter. The joy of hypocrite is but for a moment, man. You understand? Because Edom, the so-called white man, he's the ultimate hypocrite. He proclaimed himself a humanitarian, yes, yet he invaded all type of different countries, man, killing millions of people across the globe, man. The Vietnam War, the Iraq War, you know what I mean? These different conflicts in Africa, in Latin America, claiming the lives of millions of people, which the CIA, the Mossad, you know what I mean? The DEA, all of these different agencies that is run by America and the West, Edom, the so-called white man, is to blame, man. You understand? The whole tax system is all messed up. You understand? Over taxation, all of these things, man, is wicked, man. When his top guns, man, the elites, they don't pay taxes, you understand? But yet they taxing the poor man. You understand? They overtaxing the poor man. You understand? So this is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth? Come, so this is Job, man, telling you, yo, listen up, man. Hear this. That the triumphing of the wicked is short. Come, so the rulership of the wicked is short. The kingdom of the wicked is short. You understand? And that's what Job is telling us, man. Hey, the wicked is in power, but their reign, their glory is going to be for a season, but for a short time. That the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Come. And the hypocrite is Edom. You understand? The ultimate hypocrite, proclaiming himself to be the savior of planet Earth, but he's the one who bringing all of the chaos and destruction and bloodshed to the earth, man. Just look through the history, man. Hey, and even the guy, man, he's an Edomite himself, the president of FIFA, because these European Western nations was getting on Qatar, which is a Middle Eastern country, the Arabic country, Ishmael, about their human rights policies, man, towards the alphabet community, toward women, so on and so forth. But the guy, his name is Infantino, which is the president of FIFA, said what? Yo, if we get in on Qatar about their human rights policy, the West, Europe, has to be apologizing for thousands upon thousands of years, man, of wickedness that they have done. Hey, that's another scripture, man. Their tongues, man. Let me get that real quick. Hey, that was an Edomite, man, the president of FIFA, man. He was like, yo, y'all getting on Qatar about human rights, but the West has to apologize for all type of wickedness that they have done and continue to be doing, man. You understand? But that's a hypocrite for you, man. Complaining about human rights, the alphabet, and that's the only thing that that's the main thing that these people want to push, man. Alphabet community and feminism. Two things that totally destroys society, man. Look what feminism has done to society, man. Hey, Jake's getting passports, man. Jake is done with the American woman, man. Well, not Jake. Everybody, man. Men in general are done with the American woman. Hey, they say by 2030, Abaratas are winning here. About 45%, if not more, of women are going to be single and childless. What type of friggin' society is that, man? But that's okay under the rulership of a hypocritical nation, man. They didn't the most I say be fruitful and multiply, but you're telling women to get a career. Telling women don't settle. They don't need a man. All this independent woman. That's madness, man. But that's the hypocrite, man. That's the damn hypocrite, man. Hey, this man is sabotaging his own setup, man. But hey, that's the most I have him in a trick bag. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Can't. So this man's own tongue is gonna be falling upon themselves, man. So you have a lot of Edomites. You have a lot of Edomites, and you're gonna have more and more exposing Edomites and Edomite history for being wicked and hypocritical, man. Like that, the president of FIFA, he said, "Yo, Europe and the West have to be apologizing for thousands of years, man. If you calling Qatar human rights, man. What about the transatlantic slavery? What about the genocide of the indigenous people of the Americas? What about Belgium's genocide in the Congo, man? You know, what about all these things, man? What about all these things, man? Hey, you kill off the Aborigines in Australia. Hey, Aborigines in Australia, even though they're heathens, they over there all jacked up, man. They're not in power over there in Australia. But that's hypocrite, man. But he want to come and chat other countries into accepting BS, man. While in his countries, all type of oppression going on, man. You know what I mean? Millions of jakes over here in prison. Where's the human rights convention for that, man? Millions of jakes living in subhuman conditions, man, in prisons and jails across America, man. But there's no human rights for that. But hey, that's this hypocritical nation, man. You understand? Esau, Edom. That's why the Most High is gonna take him out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So woe unto destruction unto him that decree unrighteous decrees, man. And that's what Esau, Edom is all about, man. Hey, even giving a murderer, man, 10, 15 years. That's what Esau gave a murderer 10, 15 years in prison. And yo, that's wicked, man. That's hypocritical, man. A murderer, according to the scriptures, belongs taken out, man. Blood for blood. But Esau, Edom perverts justice, man. Everything is perverted in the society, man. Giving a murderer death row. Hey, there should be no such thing as death row, man. Man on death row for 30, 40, 50 years. What the hell is that, man? Hey, I was just watching, not watching, but it came across the TV, the news. This French serial killer, he was released from prison, man. Because he was terminally ill or something like that. This demon was released from, and he's a serial killer, man. Only in a backward society with something like that. Why is a serial killer even still walking the earth, brother? You know what I mean? But only in a sick and twisted, and Isaiah 10 and 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. That's wicked and unrighteous decrees, man, where a serial killer, a pedophile, could still be walking around, man, free, getting let loose from jail, from prison, man. You understand? But we something wrong with us, man. We the demented one. We the wrong ones. We the off ones, man. We the hateful ones. No, man. That's wicked and hateful to let a serial killer, a pedophile, still walk around, man, freely, man. You understand? But that's everything is twisted upside down, man. And that's why the Most High is gonna take this kingdom out, man. Cause what? Let me get that. The law is slack. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment do it never go forth. So righteousness don't go forth, man. True judgment, true righteousness never go it forth. Because what? The law is slack. You know what I mean? Like I said, Esau giving murderers 10, 15 years. Hey, Esau have a thing where you could commit murder and snitch on your homies and get off, man. Immunity, all of this madness, man. How a man gonna get immunity from committing a crime, man, from committing murder, man? You know what I mean? That's madness. That's utter madness, man. But hey, that's what happens here in Babylon, man. You know what I mean? And that's why this society, it needs a massive correction. Therefore, the law is slacked, and judgment do it never go forth. For the wicked do it compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded. The wicked in power, man. Job 9 and 24. That's why wrong judgment proceeded. That's why, hey, we don't believe in this justice system set up here in Babylon the Great, man. We don't believe in this, and even I think Yahweh Shai mentioned it. So I can find that precept real quick. I saw you jakes out bent all the ships talking about, we need to get justice, you know what I mean, reparations. Negro, you dealing with an unrighteous, wicked man, man, a hypocritical man, and you talking about some reparations, man. You Negroes are sad, man. You seeking some type of justice from this? Don't you know this man's track record? He put your ancestors in slavery, man. You know what I mean? Lynchings, murders, rapings, all of these things. GMO foods, polluting the air. You understand? And you still thinking this man is going to give you some type of reparation, some type of justice? No, man. Yahweh Shai going to give you the justice, man. Yahweh Shai going to give you the reparations. Yeah, that's why the book of Daniel said what? The saints shall take the kingdom, man. Yahweh Shai ain't coming back to ask for the kingdom. Yahweh Shai coming to behead the kings of the earth, man, to take them out. He not coming back on no diplomatic mission, no, man. He coming back on smoke. Literally and figuratively, man. Smoke. You're gonna smoke this place, man. You understand? And it's gonna be beautiful to see. This precept. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. The Lord is jealous, the Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries and reserve his wrath for his enemies. Come. So there you have it right there, man. The Lord is looking to take vengeance upon his enemies, man. He's looking to take vengeance upon his enemies, man. And hey, who's the Lord's enemies? Psalm chapter 83 or 82. Verse 83. Keep not thou silence, O Most High, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. These are the nations, man. Crafty counsel to destroy Jake, to have Jake in the low estate that he is in, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That's why Jake is calling himself a nigger, shooting each other, killing each other, so on and so forth. Because of the curses, you know what I mean, of which is all in connection, man. The curses, meaning what? The heathens are going to do these stuff, man. I have power to do this stuff and to overcome Jake, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah, Khan. So these are the enemies of the Lord, man. You have the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, man. Edom was first, man. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, that's first, man. And foremost, man. And you have Ishmaelites, Ammon, Amalek, which is the chief house of Edom, so Edom is technically mentioned twice, man, because Amalek is the chief house of Edom. You know what I mean? So you're not escaping no way, man. And none of you heathens also is escaping. You Ammonites, you Moabites, Ishmaelites, Hamitic tribes, your Hamitic nations, the Cushites, the Mizramites, you Hamitic peoples. Hey, you're not escaping, man. None of you heathens are escaping. But this is really focused upon Esau, Edom, so-called white man, because he's a chief heathen, man. he's the least amongst the heathen, man. he's that miscreant. You understand? he's a bad breed. He's a bad breed of the bad breeds, man. Because you heathen are bad breeds, and Esau Edom is a bad breed of the bad breeds, man. The worst of the worst. Hey, the scriptures tell you that in the book of Ezekiel. The scriptures tell you Esau is the worst of the heathen, man. This is a book of, see if I can find it. Look it up, maybe. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 24. Verse 23, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Because this is going back into ancient Israel, man, which you Jake so corrupted, man. That's why you went down. Wherefore, this is why this happened. Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. It can't. So the worst of the heathen, and who's in our land, man? The worst of the heathen, the Amalekites, man. The small huts. You understand? Those are the worst of the heathen, man. So the Edomites, and amongst them is the Amalekites. Those are the worst of the worst of the worst of the heathens, man. Edomites, Amalekite Edomites, man. You know what I mean? Those are the worst of the heathens, man. The most hypocritical nation, man. These supposed to be God's people, but they doing all type of promoting all type of corruption on the earth, man. The elites, they have the power to correct 99% of the BS that's going on the earth, man. Cause Job 9:24, they in control of the earth, man. But what? They allow it to continue, man. They push it forth, thinking that that's gonna make the Most High reject his people. No, man, the elect is gonna get righteous, and is gonna be righteous no matter what. You understand? But you Amalekites, you're gonna be exposed, man, and you being exposed for the false and phonies that you are, man. You know what I mean? A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. They're the most hypocritical nation, man, because they're supposed to be the chosen people of the Most High. So they belongs having and they're in the power. So they belongs having the earth on a righteous order, a righteous vibration. But what the earth is corrupted and wicked, man. All manner of madness, man. Especially here in Babylon. You understand? Hey, I'll never remember, man. I'll never forget. I had this Jamaican teacher back in high school. A math teacher, man. And somehow the religion came up, and then the so-called Jews came up, the small-ups came up, and then one of the students was like, yeah, the so-called Jews, yeah, they're the chosen people of God, man. They according to the Bible. And then the teacher was like, what? Them so-called Jews are the most wickedest people. I'll never forget that, yo. And at the time, that's when I first started learning about the truth, man, because I was like a freshman in high school at that time. And she was like, the Jews, them are the most wickedest people. I'll never forget that, man. That was the spirit upon her, man. Even people in the world know this, man. You know what I mean? And she was in the spirit, man. That was the spirit. You know what I mean? And even other people in the world know, like, yo, them people ain't right, man. They say they're the chosen. How the hell, man? Them people ain't right, man. They run everything, but everything is corrupted. They're all about money. You know what I mean? Slumlords, so on and so forth, man. Hey, they're the hypocrite of the hypocritical nation. They're the most hypocritical of the hypocritical nation, man. Because the earth belongs on a righteous order if they're the people, man. Because they run in the earth, man. But guess what? They're going to be put out, man. Because they're false and the phonies, man. You know what I mean? Their time is soon up. You understand? And we said, Tawada Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. And we hope and pray Yahweh Hashem Yahushai continue to expose this hypocritical nation on a larger scale here in 2023. Hey, so with that, I want to say all praises be to the Most High, Yahweh. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakwadash. The honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, rule well. And shalom to the elect.